Denver 8 TV, your city, your source.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. I'm sorry we're just a little late. Let me get these back in order for just a moment. This is an important day in the life of this city, and I really want to thank you all again for being here this morning. And I want to thank all the people who are standing here behind me this morning as well for your leadership and commitment to this. I see several members of the Denver City Council here who last night voted on these two ordinances by a vote of 11-1. So thank you very much for your commitment, City Council. Now, you've heard me time and again talk about our mission to create an economic foundation for Denver that assures that the city is built to compete in the 21st century. To be a player in the new economy, we must push every lever we can in order to grow, attract, and retain jobs here in the city and county of Denver. In short, we must expand opportunity for our residents and our businesses. The economic epicenters of the country are shifting west, so we must rise to the occasion or risk being left behind as the nation pushes toward a new economic frontier. Construction and development are driving our economy forward, positioning Denver as the ideal place to start a business, build a career, and raise a family. You can see it happening all around the town. The city has regained its energy, and we are now building a global economy that is primed to compete. Here in Denver, we have always taken pride in our entrepreneurial spirit and our ability to drive our own prosperity and our own future. It is a testament to our resolve that we have always worked to increase opportunity to those who seek it. But even with the renewed momentum, there are businesses in Denver that are not sharing in our resurgence of economic growth. As recently as the 2013 disparity study, what we found time and again was evidence of impediments to the development and availability of minority and women-owned businesses, as well as underutilization of those businesses. To illustrate the serious gap that exists among other irregularities, minority-owned businesses were awarded only or just a little less than 2% of goods and service contracts over the study period, and women-owned businesses were awarded just a little over 1%, falling way short of the established goals following the last disparity study. That is simply unacceptable. We must do better. We will do better. Denver is built on small businesses that are ready and willing to build. It's time to open the doors of opportunity to those who have, until now, been overlooked. We demonstrate day after day that the value of inclusion is more than rhetoric here in the city of Denver. This is a new day. This is a new clarion call. Across the city, our private sector partners are working to provide more opportunities to women and minority-owned businesses, and we encourage them to wholeheartedly do more. Here at the city, we too are making a commitment to do more. We cannot ask the private sector to do what the city is not willing to do. Today, I am signing into law 2 ordinances as well as 1 executive order that will open the doors to opportunity for these businesses. Council Bill 38 creates new opportunities to develop capacity for MWBEs and small business enterprises through the EBE program, tiered goals, teaming agreements, and mentor-protege efforts. Council Bill 39 establishes a comprehensive plan to address disparities that exist in the city's contracting process and marketplace by opening up new procurement opportunities. Council Bill 39 creates a structure tailored to expand competition with an MWBE goals program through a variety of new programs. It is not nearly enough to simply say that we are going to expand opportunities for small businesses. Success must be measured so it can be thoroughly and appropriately quantified. In keeping with our peak performance initiative to ensure that each of our programs is the most efficient and most effective that it can be, these two bills will be supplemented by my executive order that I will also sign today. Executive Order 101 will require city departments and agencies, when soliciting services and goods for the city, to compile information from contractors and consultants on their efforts toward diversity and inclusiveness, and report those efforts to the Denver Office of Economic Development. It will also encourage inclusion of diversity and inclusiveness policies as criteria in selection policies where they're legally permitted. The legislation I am signing today is landmark for the city and county of Denver. Because of the landmark opportunity, we as a city are determined to provide to our women and minority-owned businesses. Promoting diversity, inclusiveness, and opportunity through city contracts and procurements furthers our goals of achieving sustainable economic development, attracting a workforce ready to compete in the global economy, and supporting the growth and development of all businesses. You can see it at work at the Hotel and Transit Center program, where 118 minority and women-owned businesses are building our new facility. This equates to some 39.5% of the firms involved in the program, and is one of the most ambitious diversity programs the city has undertaken until now. It is also working over at the Corky Gonzalez Library, which is just beginning to come up out of the ground, as well on its way to meeting its MWBE goals of 31.5%. This is the type of opportunity you will see time after time coming from this administration. These are two programs that we've had a hand in making sure that opportunity was afforded. Every chance we get to help businesses grow, we will take it. There are many folks here today who played a part in this process. First, once again, let me thank our partners at the Denver City Council, who didn't just rubber stamp this. Absolutely. Under the leadership of President Mary Beth Sussman, this council has worked tirelessly, shared their thoughts, and made sure that we were committed to the same goals of providing the opportunity in the city. I want to thank Chris Martinez, who is a part of my administration as director of the Small Business Opportunity Office. Who was integral in shepherding these ordinances through the process, and to whom much of the responsibility for managing the program will now fall. Congratulations, Chris. I want to thank my chief of staff, who hears me time and time again. Janice Senden, we've got to create opportunity. We've got to open doors. We've got to create greater diversity, inclusion, fight, keep going. Thank you, Janice, for hearing me and listening. To the entire city attorney staff, who allowed me to not let the city off the hook. I want to thank current City Attorney Scott Martinez, former City Attorney Doug Friednash. I want to thank Deanne Durfee and Vicky Ortega, two outstanding city attorneys who said, if you want to go, we'll find a way to get there. And I want to thank Stephanie O'Malley, who is our current Director of Safety, but while she was the Deputy Chief of Staff, really helped shepherd the ideas and vision that I had for these ordinances. And so, Stephanie, thank you for being our facilitator. And I want to thank the many businesses that provided industry views and support to the city as we undertook this effort. From every corner of the sector, from large businesses that have traditionally received these contracts to several MWBEs that came to the table, you were represented, and you helped us in shaping these critical ordinances. And so we want to thank you as well for your input and your time. The process was truly groundbreaking. Everyone that we thought needed to be at the table was at the table, and everyone was invested in ensuring that this program would create true opportunity for emerging businesses. Now, again, I want to thank you all for coming today. This was a very important initiative for this administration to undertake. This is an important day for us. But you know what? Setting these goals mean nothing if we don't inoculate the city with a culture of diversity and inclusion. And so to all the city employees that we will be working with, I want you to know, for the public's edification, that we have procurement officers all over the city now that are undergoing training under these very ordinances and executive orders, so that we can not just have one person or one department responsible for undertaking these and pursuing these goals, but we have an entire workforce, over 10,000 employees who are committed to these goals and working every day to make sure we achieve them. God bless you all. Let's sign these ordinances. Ordinance 38. Ordinance 39. Executive Order 101.
Denver 8 TV, your city, your source.